I love deliveries. Let's get started. A couple of days ago I actually ordered and decided to get a couple of new cell phones. One for my wife and one for me. And that's actually what's inside the box here. My wife and I have phones on Verizon, and she's been due for an upgrade for a little while. She has a Motorola Droid X, which she's had for a really long time. And, you know, she doesn't need the latest and greatest phone. So we decided to get her a Galaxy S3. Now, we've had our eye on this phone for a little bit, and I actually got this for about $50 going through Target. Target's mobile site. So pretty decent deal, $50, great phone. We're not waiting for the S4 because that's not coming to Verizon for a little bit, and I just wanted to get her phone, and the S3 is going to be fine for her. For me though, you know that I'm upgrading from my Thunderbolt, which you've seen on this channel a bunch of times, and I actually decided to go with a Galaxy Note 2, which is going to be really awesome, I think, especially for the way that I use my phone. So let me get the rest of this stuff out of the way and I can show you what the phones look like. The rest of the stuff in here are the SIM cards that you need to do activation, so you don't really need to see that. I realize that there's probably already a ton of S3 unboxings online, especially on YouTube, and you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I always need content for my channel, so what the heck. But I'll go through these, you know, relatively quickly. I really do like the box here. My wife called me and she said my box is cooler than yours, and I have to agree. I think it's actually really slick. So here's the phone. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. So the S3, very thin, really cool piece of hardware here. And then inside the box, I'm sure we'll find stuff like cables and manuals and batteries. So what do we got? Verizon documentation, some earbuds, pretty cool actually. What else? Standard USB cable for charging and data syncing. And if I can get that out, here's your battery. Now this is, I don't know what size battery, the 2100 milliamp hour battery, which is nice. This is the wall wart, so this is gonna, well, it's sealed in there. Plug into the wall, USB here, and then over to the phone for charging. And that's it. That's a pretty hefty box. So that's it for the S3. Alright, here's my phone, the Galaxy Note 2. Not as same kind of box, but not as nice as the other one, I don't think. Wow. So here's the Note 2. That is big. Wow. Very cool, and still like really thin. That's crazy. And then in here, I suspect we're going to find same kind of stuff. Now I don't know if this comes with earbuds. I don't think it does. So the same Verizon documentation, cable. Actually, it's a white cable and a white wall wart, you know, plug in the wall, same kind of thing, charging deal. And then this big gigantic battery, which is a 3100 milliamp hour battery. One of the things that I'm really impressed with this phone, at least if all the reviews are correct, is the battery life on this thing is crazy. And I use a ton. I use my phone a lot, so that's really important to me, to have really good battery life. Okay, so nice empty table here. A couple of quick notes. there are 1,001 better videos about how both the Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy Note, like all the features and what they do and all that other stuff. I'll link a couple of my favorite ones over here so you can go check those out. But what I wanted to do here is show you a little size comparison with the phones that we have in our plan here. So this little guy right here is the Samsung Reality. This is my daughter's phone. The next one up is my wife's old phone. This is the one that we're replacing. This is the Motorola Droid X, which is actually has been a really nice phone. No issues really whatsoever with this. The next phone in size would be the my HTC Thunderbolt. Now this is slightly shorter than the Motorola, but definitely a little bit wider. The screen is definitely bigger and a little bit thicker over here. Then now we have the S3, which is the new one that I just showed you. And you can see that's considerably bigger than the Thunderbolt. And then last but not least, the Galaxy Note 2, which is going to be my daily driver right now. So you can see just how large this guy is in comparison to the rest of the guys in the lineup. So really right now what we have on our plan are these three phones right here. Alright, let me talk to you about the data plans for just a minute here. Both my wife's phone and mine, we've had these smartphones for a little while, and we were able to get Verizon's unlimited data plan when they were available. But they've now changed those plans, and if we wanted to use our upgrades to get phones at the reduced price, we'd have to forego those that unlimited data plan, and we didn't want to do that. Now, on my wife's phone, she was averaging about 200 megabytes per month, so the updated 2 gig per month plan at the same price that I was paying for the unlimited on my wife's line was a wash as far as I was concerned, because for all intents and purposes 2 gigs is unlimited for her. So it was an easy sort of choice to go ahead and get the phone at a reduced price. This was $50, so paying a full price for this phone is like $500 or $600. To me, it was easy to use her upgrade to get this phone. Mine is a different story altogether. I have unlimited data, but I use somewhere between 2.5 to 4.5 gigs per month, depending on the month. And I certainly did not want to get a comparable new Verizon data plan because I'd be paying way more money. So what I ended up doing was I used the upgrade that was available to me on my daughter's phone, and I used that to get the Galaxy Note 2 at the reduced price of $200. And then I activated the phone on her line and kept it active for, I don't know, 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, I made a phone call, and then I turned the phone off. I went out also today and I bought a new SIM card because the SIM card that's in here will not fit in here. It's a different size. And I went, after I turned this phone on with my daughter's line, turned it off, and then I reactivated this phone. And then that left this guy free and clear as far as not having anything tied to it. So I took the new SIM card that I bought, went to Verizon.com with this phone, and then just did a phone swap between this and this using the new SIM card. Plugged it in, activated it, and it worked just fine. So now I have a new phone at the reduced price, but I still get to keep my unlimited data. Pretty cool. I love new technology, I love new gadgets, and I'm super excited to start using my new phone. One thing I'm not that excited about, to be honest with you, is the Samsung interface that's sitting on top of Android. And that's not to say that I'm singling out Samsung. I just don't really like any overlay that's provided by any of the manufacturers, from HTC, Samsung, or Motorola, or anybody. If it's up to me, I'd much rather prefer a stock Android experience over anything else. But I will use the phone as is for a couple of days just to put it through its paces. And if I don't like it, I'll just root it and put Cyanogen on top of that, and then I'll be done. That's going to do it for me for this video. Definitely check the description below for links to Twitter and Google+. Follow me there for updates on when new videos are posted, and definitely like and subscribe because that helps me out a ton. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Because to get a comparable set of data, I'd be paying more, and I definitely don't want to pay more. So, what?